Come here now, girl.
Hello and welcome to WhatsMap, your one-stop shop for everything workshop. I'm BonBonB and you're very, very welcome. Well, it's a Monday. We are back at the top of the workshop picking the classiest map from the classiest creator, as always. But before we do that, I want to switch your minds back to episode 1000 of WhatsMap, the celebration episode, where at the end of the show I announced a meme competition. I asked you to send in some images and I got a few entries. And I'm going to show you the winners. In fact, I've got 3 winners. One of them, I'm not even sure if it was an entry because it didn't come with any literature whatsoever. I'm just assuming it was an entry. It does kind of work under the context of meme. But let's start off by having a look at this one. This one's from a Random 5. It's quite clearly a bonbon island. It's the prettiest of the 3 images today. And if you zoom in closely enough, you can probably make out a hammock between a couple of the palm trees. Very pretty image, a very nice image, very classy, what you'd expect from a classy creator like Random 5. Second up, we have this one from Misunderstood, and I completely misunderstood this one. I needed some instruction. Yes, ooh, it's an avalanche, which is why the whole thing looks so rubbly and cluttered and crashed out. But what I do like about this, the city in the background really draws your eye into the image. I think it's been very, very neatly put together, definitely worth a shout, and ooh, it's an avalanche is a very unique meme, so congratulations for that one, Misunderstood. Finally, this is the one I'm not sure if this was an entry or not, but what I like about this one from President Dominic is you can sit down for a nice little cup of English tea, I guess, so there might be a bit of a meme going on there. But sit down, you can enjoy your quiet little cup of tea or a beer, a nice cool beer. But you can see in the background, it's all primed for development, and it's going to be a very busy, not quiet area for drinking your tea in future. So I quite like that little twist as well. So you 3 guys, what I'm going to be doing is I'll be sending you a friend request on Discord to each 3 of you. If you'd like to accept that one, and then we can exchange private details. I get your postal addresses and I'll get something in the post to each of the 3 of you. So thank you very much guys for entering. It was good to see. Very good to see. What else is good to see are people that like hitting that like button. So it's a daily reminder. That's right, clicking that like button really does support the channel, gets me seen by more people and helps me grow a little bit more every single day. Thank you for your support. Today's map is the second of 3 from IhmeHihhuli trademark from when WhatsMap was on its little break. It's Blade Island, based very much on the island of Sylt in northern Germany, in fact the northernmost point of Germany. There's your start square, access to water on both sides of the island, perfect for those who like to draw and pump. Terrain heights, it's a very flat area, although the map is only based on the area. We've taken some liabilities here and there. And of course we have field painting, so more one for the detailers than the standard base game player. We have Sunset Harbour. If you have Sunset Harbour, then your fishing map will look like this. Off to the workshop, what do you need? Well, it's a mass transit map. You will need mass transit for this one, although there is a non-DLC version available as well, linked in from the page. We'll be using the Springwood map theme, the Relight film LUT, and there are some trees to subscribe to, like the Southern Live Oak, the Stone Pine set, small tree cluster, and some modular rocks as well. Okay, let's have a little look down at ground level. Now, it's based on a specific location, but it's only based on it. There are some aspects that I would like to have seen drawn from the real-life location into this map. I do feel... Hang on, we've got these little grids on. Do you know what? I'm going to start this again. That's very untidy of me, leaving the grids on. Right, so it's very much based on a real-life location, that being the island of Sylt in northern Germany. I'm so polished and professional, me. Yes, I've had a little look on Google Earth. It does look really very nice indeed. More of a little holiday destination. No mass build-up of buildings here in real life. It's just a really laid-back thatched cottage kind of area. Now, there is something that I would like to have seen drawn from the real-life location, as I mentioned a moment ago, into this map, which IhmeHihhuli's chosen not to, and it's fine. It's only based on the location rather than an exact replica, and that's with these highways. Now, great, we've got the 4-lane mass transit highway. It's going to allow a lot of traffic into and out of the map, and that's great. That is great. But in real life, the island's kind of an island, but it's got a causeway between the mainland and the island. And the causeway isn't actually a road. It's a bridge. It's a rail line. That's the word. It's a rail line with which will carry traffic. So you'll actually carry across this causeway here. Load your car onto a train, and the train will carry your car across to the island. I think that would have been a very neat little thing to have included on this. Admittedly, justifying it to people that don't know what's going on with the map, I guess it would have caused some confusion, and it might have knocked a few people off, and would have confused me a little bit if I didn't know it was based on a particular island. But do you know what? I think it would have added something just a little bit different. Just a little, maybe even put in a ready-made railway station, just to as a hub, a pre-built hub. There are options for how to develop this map differently. What we've got, however, is a very solid piece of work. I don't think it's a map that really had a huge amount of time invested, but I cannot find really any faults with it. I would love to say, oh, it was a rushed out map, it's a bit shoddy in places. To me, I feel it's a rushed out map that is not shoddy in places. And for that, it's really hard enough to make a map without any flaws anyway. And to make a map that's flawless, that looks like it was probably made pretty quickly. Do you know what? There's quality through and through in some of our top creators. Now, we're in the start square, which means somewhere around here should be an asset of the day. And this one I like. This one I like a lot. Had to use it. This is Pivotal Point by IhmeHihhuli, and it's a tower block from Gold Coast in Australia. It's a lovely building, and I'll talk more about the building shape in a moment. See if you agree with me on the point on the building shape. Not a criticism, just an observation. But before we do that, it's factoids, because factoids. Judy Garland, I've heard of her. Her fake eyelashes were sold at auction in 1979, so more than 5 years ago, for $125 US. That would have been a lot of money in 1979 for some fake eyelashes. Anyways, this building, in fact, that's factoid of the day there. This building, do you think it looks a little bit like a clipper lighter? Do you have clipper lighters in your part of the world? It's a brand name, disposable lighter in the United Kingdom. Refillable disposable, for that matter. So yeah, it's a cheap lighter that you can refill. But it also looks a bit like a cigarette. So yes, that's a Cigarette Point by IhmeHihhuli. Today's asset of the day, and straight into an intermission.
Philosophical question. What exactly is This Old Gamer? Is it an at-home shopping network? A cover band channel? The only real way to find out is go check it out for yourself. This Old Gamer is the most unique, entertaining, and funny Cities Skylines channel ever created. And I build some pretty cool stuff too. And with you coming along for the ride, nothing can stop us.
Have you taken the trash out yet?
Check it out. I gotta go.
And so back to Blade Island by IhmeHihhuli trademark, and some really very glorious shipping routes. Very glorious indeed. We skipped straight to the intermission because, well, there's no rail on this map. Having said I'd like to have seen some rail on this map, there isn't any, okay? We don't actually have any cross-map shipping routes either, so there won't be any ships until you put down a harbour, which will please some of you and will disappoint others. Okay, and you can see we've got a little airline there, which stops in a way that you can get an airport onto your island very neatly. Again, it's a very, very pretty set of shipping routes. Okay, water flow. You've got access to water on both sides of the island. So although there is no water flow here, you could draw from one side, pump to the other, and you won't get any pollution. Which is good. Although if you do want to have some moving water, we've got edge of map water flow flooding into the bay there, so you could place some I don't know, pumping in there and it'd be fine. If you're looking for a spawn point, here is your water spawn point. This little lake here is your spawn point. If you want a spawn point, there it is. Okay, Blade Island. It's shaped a bit like a blade, so I can understand the name for it. Silt Island in real life. The actual island part is pretty much an exact replica in terms of shape. It's the mainland and the accompanying islands, which are drawn from imagination rather than real life. But this is pretty real. Got some pre-placed little cutout farms there, which are good for the aesthetics and maybe for if you want to do some building there, you could go for that. But it's fine. It's fine aesthetically. It's fine without being totally glorious, you know. This island is drawn from imagination. It's a nice shape as well. I can't find any critique with that at all. And the mainland, do you know what? The mainland and the island remind me a little bit of my map, St. Catherine's Point. Obviously, completely different shapes. But again, the Causeway and a big chunk of mainland leading out to a little island. Oh, it's everybody's favourite factory. Got a few of them dotted around, actually. But yes, going back to St. Catherine's Point. Yeah, it reminds me in some respects of St. Catherine's Point. Although I highly recommend not using the Tides mod with this map. It's a little bit low-lying and you probably will flood everywhere, whereas St. Catherine's Point was designed around the Tides mod. But yeah, loads of pre-cut fields over here as well with the field paintings, so you'll be able to get oil from some fields and not from others, oddly. Another one of everybody's favourite factories. And one of my favourite little points on the map is down here. We've got a little cross under from this dirt track, which is it's very well done. I've got no problems with this at all. No criticism. It's just beautifully done. The road digs under here, emerges on the other side and connects up with the fields on the other side of the highway. It's very slickly done. We have another little industrial farm area down here as well. One improvement I could make to the map if I had to, very slight one, is this jetty. I feel this could be lowered in quite a lot, actually. Thank you for driving through my living room. Let's drop that one down using the Move It mod. See how far we can drop it down before it looks wrong. And the answer is a hell of a way. Probably even to about there. But yeah, somewhere around that point is probably where I would have settled for it myself. But no, we'll just leave it slightly ejected from the sand. It's not horrendous. It just could be a bit more polished. Motorbikes everywhere today. Ooh, I don't know if you could hear that. It was very dramatic. Anyway, we've got Sandbanks over here with the rocks on them as well. Nice bit of detailing over here. There's nothing wrong with this map at all. I mean, unless you want to include dropping the jetty a little bit. I'll say, even though I was complaining about this could be rail over here, I think it's been done very well indeed. So, again, nothing to complain about. Perfectly lovely map, but what do you think? Is it a 1-star map? Is it a 5-star map? Is it somewhere in between? Your vote really does count. We use it at the end of the month for the Viewer's Choice Top 10. Will this be one of the top 10 maps of the month? Only you can decide. Hit the I button now in the top right hand corner. It will take you to the voting page where you can vote for free. What do I think of the map overall? Well, I've got to say, aesthetically, I like it. I like the design. I think it's a great choice of island. I was completely blissfully unaware of this island before. I think it works so well. It's not going to be one for a big city build, but I think aesthetically, overall, the map does look very nice indeed. I'm going to give it a very solid 4 stars. Detailing, on the whole, very solid work. Is there anything that blows me away to the next level? Well, there are some very nice 5-star areas, but I think overall the map is a strong 4 stars for detail. Gameplay potential. As somebody who's built a map very much like this, I see the potential in this type of map. So I'm going to say I think the gameplay potential here is high. A few of you will grumble. I know there were grumbles on Catherine's Point. We need more build space. Yeah, I probably do. But I still think this map has got loads of build space on the mainland that you can use. So I'm going to go for a solid 4 stars again. 4, 4 and 4 from the ever dependable, ever creative IhmeHihhuli trademark with Blade Island, or Silt Island if you like the real life location. And it's definitely well deserving of another BonBonB seal of approval, because it's a freaking lovely map. Thanks, IhmeHihhuli. Now, there is another one that I've not reviewed yet. Probably put it on the list for next week. Might put it back a week if we get a great one from another different creator. We'll see. It's nice to have one of these maps on the back burner, just so we can go and take a look at it. Well, this is not the IhmeHihhuli show, you know. It's not. Anyway, use the words today if you're still here, because you're part of the 20 and out elite, part of our elite secret society, into the comments to score yourself 100 population points just for fun. And I'll see you tomorrow with another What Map. Thanks for watching.